Content is not for everybody. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. And I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. But letting go of stuff that ain't going to bring you value at the end of the day, and it's only going to dim your light when it comes to your future, don't stop becoming your best self version of yourself. Let it go. Let it go, let it go, I had to let it go. Let it go, let it go, I had to let it go. Let it go, let it go, I had to get it go. Let it go, I had to let it go. You being dysfunctional when you came into my life, I had to let you go at the end of the day to treat me right. I say that respectfully, no malicious intentions. I knew how to show it for myself when you knew how to sneak diss me, when I was truly paying attention. Let it go, I had to let it go. It's a thought process to me. Always be yourself with no malicious intent, and I say that respectfully. Letting go of wounds that allowed you to feel like you was emotionally unstable. Certain folks that you thought was supposed to be part of your journey at the end of the day. Sometimes you gotta let go of that dead weight that's holding you back from becoming your best self vision of yourself. Keep reminding yourself of what somebody did to you, and they not trying to take accountability for their actions. You gotta start taking accountability for self, and know at the end of the day that, okay, well, I choose me to better me. I choose me not to dim my light because someone didn't know how to show it for me. And I say that respectfully. Holding on to something at the end of the day, and someone is not showing up as the same at the end of the day to respect you, when you didn't take their kindness for weakness and they betrayed you in the most unhealthiest way. And I say this respectfully. Sometimes you gotta let it go and let God do his job. And I say that respectfully because holding on to trauma that's stopping you from growth and becoming your best self vision of yourself, you ain't gonna be able to recognize your light. You ain't gonna be able to recognize your faith that you are worthy of showing up for you and allowing you to see that, wow, I'm holding on to this dead weight. All it's doing is making me sick. You becoming miserable than miserable. And then it's not making you healthy. It's only making you deteriorate inside. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everybody. But letting go of bad habits that you got to continue to show up for you and understand your own confidence, to self-reflect at the end of the day. Don't ever allow trauma and pain to hold you back because someone doesn't have the proper self-respect for you, that you're showing up for them, or how you showed up for them when you was in their life. And I say that respectfully. Never dim your light or get discouraged because of a temporary situation. Not everybody is meant to be part of your journey, and that is okay. But never mistreat you because they didn't know how to respect you. Never misuse you to hurt you with pain because someone didn't know how to show up for you and value your time and day. Never dim your light, allowing success to stop you from becoming your best self vision of yourself. It ain't gonna make sense. Because as they live in their life, you allowing yourself to be stuck in a mindset at the end of the day, or going in circles, waiting for somebody to show up to apologize for you, waiting for somebody to show up for you and respect you at the end of the day. When they ain't even got that same energy reciprocate at the end of the day, they sneak diss you, disrespect you at the end of the day with malicious intentions, and they ain't know how to value your time and day. Regardless of how good you showed up for them, once they showed you their hand at the end of the day, you gotta respect yourself at the end of the day. Regardless of what trauma was endured with you from a child point of view and it went into your adulthood, never allow someone to discourage you from becoming your best self vision of yourself. They said you're whack, you're corny, you are nobody. They said you're whack, you're corny, you are nobody. But you allow yourself to tolerate and you make yourself dysfunctional because someone didn't know how to respect you. Don't have lack of awareness when it comes to self-respect. Because all that energy that you projecting when it comes to that negative energy at the end of the day, you could project that energy into you and love you. They ain't rooting for you. They ain't respecting you. They ain't going to show you love. They ain't going to put respect on your name at the end of the day. Put respect on your own name. Because who's truly for you going to show up for you? Who's truly for you going to go against you? Who's truly for you going to dim your light? Yeah, you got confidence. And what happened? It's a thought process to me. Never allow someone to dim your light. When you knew how to show up for somebody at the end of the day, you have to take their kindness or weakness. You have to play them close. You was a real one at the end of the day. You was a real one. Something they not used to at the end of the day. Somebody switching up on them. But you can't lose yourself to switch up on yourself when you real at the end of the day. You got to mean what you say. Stand on business. I say that respectfully. They gonna understand your business. They ain't gonna understand your vision at the end of the day. Clout chasing at the end of the day, that wasn't part of God's timing when it came to you. You better than that. And I say that respectfully. It's the thought process to me. Never lose sight of they becoming your best self vision of yourself at the end of the day because someone didn't know how to show up for you. It don't matter who it is. If it's a stranger in the street, someone that you said that you cared about, you loved, you thought they had your back. It don't matter who it is in the day. You allow them to sit at your table and they showed you at the end of the day what a corruption looks like of your mindset, making you mentally unstable. You got to checkmate that and check yourself. And only the rest of the end of the day, not everybody's meant to sit at your table, and that's all right. It's a thought process to me. They said you're whack, you're corny, you are nobody. They said you're whack, you're corny, you are nobody. It's a thought process to me. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everybody. And having confidence within yourself, it's not that you think you're better than somebody, regardless how much money you got and what type of status you have at the end of the day. Whatever God installed within you, they cannot take away. Whatever favor that God installed within you when it comes to your life at the end of the day, you cannot get discouraged. They try to humiliate you, disrespect you. They threw spell work at you in a toxic way, said that you a nobody, like you're lame, like, excuse me? Like, ma'am, sir, you was real. From day one, you never switched up. You ain't have to play nobody close enough to see them woke. It's the mindset for me. It's the mindset for me. Never get discouraged, and I say that respectfully. Having lack of self-awareness and screaming you real at the end of the day, you got to make that make sense at the end of the day. And I say that respectfully, regardless of your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age. When you screaming you real, you got to stand on business and mean what you say with no malicious intentions, because not everybody's meant to be part of your table. And people show you why they not meant to be part of your table, because they snakes and they disrespectful, and they showed you at the end of the day, they would shortchange you when it come to common sense at the end of the day to show you that they not even real. It's a thought process to me. How you seeking for something at the end of the day that's not going to show up for you. Don't lack self-love for yourself at the end of the day. Chasing behind somebody ain't going to respect you, regardless if it's a relationship or not. And I say that respectfully. Chasing behind love at the end of the day. What a vision. That wasn't for you at the end of the day. Because God going to place the right one in your life to respect you. Good day, bad day. Not with no malicious intentions. And I say that respectfully. You ain't got to force somebody to be in your life. You ain't got to pay somebody to be in your life. You ain't got to play somebody to be in your life. If they going to show up, they going to show up at the end of the day with no malicious intentions, and they going to keep it real from the door. With no malicious intention, that switching up game at the end of the day. Nobody got time for that. Especially when you ain't no child at the end of the day. And I say that respectfully, with that childish mindset. You say you an adult, stand on business and mean what you say and act like an adult. And I say that respectfully. What's truly for you ain't gonna go against you. What's truly for you ain't gonna use you. What's truly for you ain't gonna abuse you. What's truly for you ain't gonna humiliate you. At the end of the day, got you out here looking crazy. And I say that respectfully. My content ain't for everybody, but it be the thought process for me. How they said you're whack, you're corny, you are nobody. They said you're whack, you're corny, you are nobody. But God showed you your own vision at the end of the day to stay in your lane and elevate, and all the right people is going to come and show you love and respect at the end of the day with no malicious intentions, let alone gaslighting. It be the thought process for me when it comes to this one-sided mindset. I ain't chasing behind nobody at the end of the day when I knew how to respect my neighbor and I ain't have malicious intentions. Fall from a clout chase at the end of the day. God put certain individuals in your life and they didn't see the lesson at the end of the day. It's too late. Because God works in mysterious ways, and I say that respectfully. I don't worship the devil, neighbor, regardless of my sexual orientation. Yeah, we pray different, but I know how to respect my neighbor. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, with no malicious intentions. It really be the thought process to me. It's not a crime to love yourself. Never dim your light because someone doesn't want you to see your confidence within yourself, or let alone someone wants you to be in the mindset of being mentally unstable. Not your genuine love, respect. It's a thought process for me. I'm the original owner of all my content, word for word. Peace and respect, say respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. It's the thought process for me. Have a good day. I gotta go.